Do you think that Pop Smoke gets the respect and the mourning that he deserves in New York? Like his name is still revered to the extent that it should be?
Yeah, I feel like, when Pop Smoke Day comes, it's lit. It's a crowd. It's a birthday. It's a crowd. I feel like it, It's not no regular party when it's Pop Smoke party, that birthday. Like, the Wooz is outside. It's a movie,
You feel like that might have kind of killed some of like drill music in New York's momentum?
It definitely took, it definitely, like, because if Pop was alive right now, New York would be way later than it is right now. But, I feel like it did take away the soul of New York a little bit.
I mean, it's kind of crazy how, like, even the K Flock thing, he's still alive, but he got locked up. It felt like that kind of cooled off the Bronx quite a bit. Like, when you take the superstar and remove them, it kind of makes the energy a little bit less.
It be feeling like that because, like, when somebody's up and coming, a star too, and it's like you already got the planet stars already, that's already planted, and you take the ones that's like up and coming, rising, and so it definitely hurt a little bit more too. So
I kind of have a theory that, like, when somebody dies, their style doesn't really get to be replicated after that. Like somebody really great, like X died, and I remember there being a million X clones, like while he was alive and after he died. I never seen anybody really like take his spot. Same thing with Juice WRLD. Same thing with Pop Smoke. It's like there could be like a rapper who's so dope, and you'd think that when they're gone, then you might just get a copycat. Usually it doesn't work out like that.
Why would you want that though?
But you'd think that there would just be a market that would like be willing to take a copycat, but then they don't. They just reject it. It's like end of an era.
That's some dumb shit. You want to be a copycat for bugging.
Well, I mean, there's money to be made.
Be yourself. All right.
Shit, you had made a comment on the King Von and Lil Tim situation, and you had said like Lil Tim shouldn't have killed Von or some shit, and the NBA Youngboy, he kind of got offended for you speaking on that shit. You and him ever had a chance to talk and like piece it up?
No. I ain't never knew we had a sign of peace out. Like, I ain't even pay attention to what that boy was talking about. That boy be on one thing and another.
Word. Oh, so y'all never really ran into each other in the music industry? What about Von? Like, you was cool with Von at one point, or you was locked up during?
I was locked up during Von's situation.
Word.
I've had a bunch of people on the podcast say, Lil Tim shouldn't have shot him. But I feel like when they say that, they're sometimes kind of ignoring how much shit was going on back and forth between them online for such a while leading up to that. Yeah. That, like, Lil Tim must have been super on alert for this specific threat. And they must have known that they were in the city at the same time as them.
Well, at the end of the day, it played out how it played out. We can't even... I shouldn't have even spoken that shit, but I was just saying how I felt. Like, if I was in that situation, like, I would have just fought for me, because, like, you gotta think about it, we rappers and shit. Let's just duke it out. Like, from that, like, we men at the end of the day. Like, we had a confrontation. Like,
But on the flip side of it, King Von got this reputation of doing shit to people, so maybe.
Well, yeah, I understand that. I mean,
yeah.
Brooklyn, would you say, is still the type of place where you could have a fight to settle your issues, or is that era over?
It depends though. Like, if it's already blood drawn already, then it's too late.
Yeah.
But like, if I have a competition with a certain rapper, and like if we see each other like a club or something, we gonna get it on right now. Like,
whatever that means.
We gonna fight right now. Like, sometimes somebody might pull out, somebody might happen, but like, I feel like I'm gonna get it on with you right now. Like,
but I feel like you kind of come off like you've matured enough that you don't really want to engage in this shit as much. Like, you don't want to have to feel like you're always on the verge of having to get into a situation with somebody. But then at the same time, you have these expectations that people have on you because of the reputation that you built for yourself, and so it's not easy for you to just be like, I feel like there's part of you that would want to be like, I don't have any ops anymore. But then I feel like reality isn't going to allow you to really have that position.
Okay. I be wanting to say that, but hell no, I can never say that. 'Cause I just went to one spot and I was in Atlanta. As soon as I got in there, I seen niggas I don't fuck with, and it was just like immediate niggas just like, yo, as part of it, trying to set up a
Yeah.
so.
Was is Atlanta, is that shit that like happened from you having beef with niggas in Atlanta, or that's like niggas from New York be traveling and y'all running into each other elsewhere type shit?
Niggas from New York, niggas get getaways.
You could be a FYBJ main and just make a cereal and push peace.
Oh yeah, that's my.
Right there. This is what peace looks like.
All right, but
maybe.
What, push peace and shit?
Through cereal.
I'm all about peace and shit. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just chilling.
I think we need all of the Brooklyn gang members to get together and solve their problems over a bowl of cereal.
I don't even eat cereal like that.
Or even if it wasn't cereal, or you know what I'm saying, like you think like the same way they just had the Peace Walk in Compton, you think it could be something like that done in Brooklyn or New York? Niggas come together and shit, or is
right now the young generation, I don't know, bro. Like they glorifying this shit right now. So it's like you gotta have whoever they listen to try to. I don't know, bro.
yeah.